Hey, woodpeckers. Well, lots of birds. Love my woodpeckers. Nope, no. Hold a piece of fruit, which is ripe in the season. Make it a part of your next meal, indeed. Right? Those are not right. Those are not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Oops. But that one is. So, I will make you part of my next meal. Mother's May. Baby's always fed Mother's May. I'm somebody's baby. I'm my mama and my daddy's baby. Guess what? If I feel some kind of way sometimes, somebody say, babes, babes. Like I just love it when, young folks or people who don't know you say, listen up, babes, hold up. The old me used to say, your baby swings in a tree. Oh my God. It's the people who thought they knew, but they really didn't know about me. I know, I know, I know, I know. Even the birds and I've had a conversation too. Because I had to get on some yesterday. Bad bird, bad bird. I know the neighborhood's like, is she actually chastising the birds? Yes. Because I followed one and, well, I was on my front porch and I saw it come close to the porch. I have, because, birds eat berries too. And I'm like, well, it's outside fair game. No, no, no. Sometimes you have to teach birds a thing or two, like boundaries. Like, I'm serious about my boundaries. Like, I'm serious about don't play. I'm telling you, you all should have a plaque somewhere, that could save your ass one day. Don't play with Miss Val Jones' food. Don't play with Miss Val Jones' food. Don't play with Miss Val Jones' food because she can get rude. It's not a hangry issue. I mean, it could be, but it's also a memory. But it's a memory that goes back with a memory. This goes back to like, oh, I see what all this is. It's a legacy. It's like, okay, I got it. I got it while my aunt was overly protective of me, which was thoroughly annoying to me, but I got it. I got while my mom was sipping everything I drink and eating everything I ate before I ate it. Back in the day, kings and queens or the prince and the princesses had what they call food testers that they wanted to test in case somebody wanted to poison you. And I heard that shot. I heard that shot. It's that serious, and I'm like, who am I that? Who am I that is that serious? That see, I really wouldn't have thought about it, or I did think about it, but it's like, I'm just me being me. But you have to like pay attention to stuff when you realize that you got a community, and that's when they say she's delusional. Oh, am I delusional? I mean, you forget Val at 70 years old. My mind is like a steel trap. They wish I was delusional. They wish I was going through dementia. I know a lot of people going through dementia. I know a lot of people that are going through dementia right now. I know a lot of people that are. I know a lot of things going down. I know even my kidneys are all this stuff, all this energy, and the earth is going through change now. Right now, you might want to check out. Well, I'm not going to say his name, but he is a geophysicist, or he studied. And it's none of these fake astrologers, or some of these ones who say I studied that. Yeah, you study the con. You got a lot of magic. You got a lot of people who like pull the magic out of the hat, and they're not that. It's like you got a lot of people who do tarot who really don't believe in tarot, but they feel like it's a money grab for them, and for those of us who are real oracle, there is such a thing as a real oracle. The oracles of Delphi. I remember how one time I used to talk about the oracles of Delphi, and I had this old Leo heifer. See, it just came out like that. Like, and this is the person that disappeared for me, but this is the person that told me to watch out for this person. So how would she tell me to watch out for this person if she didn't know what was going on in reality? So I don't know if they gang stalked her too, or if she just, or if her toxic femininity got the best of her, and she decided to join the hate train too. And I think they figured that, well, since her mama dead, her daddy dead, her husband murdered, and it's just her. She obviously don't really rock with her family like that, because her family has proved to be a whole bunch of preaching trash. I said what I said, and I don't take none of that back. You got beef with me, bitch? Come up in my face. I'm Bob Jones Jr. today. Let's play. I wasn't even gonna come on this Saturday, but you said to come on and do a thankful post. I'm thankful today. I'm thankful for being me. I don't have to be like anybody. I don't have to be like anybody in the industry. I don't have to be like anybody trying to push a record out, push an album out, trying to make some money, trying to show how flat. I got new cars, I got new Rolex, I got this, I got that. You got a lot of stuff. Or does the industry have that? That. But the thankful post I am today, this is vinegar water, okay? Vinegar water, well, I didn't tell you, but we had like, since they, I'm going to say it because it needs to be said, and it's true. Hey, babies. Hey, birdies. Hey, birdies. No, but when they put this cheap ass wood up here, and raised our lot fee too, confirmation. Like, and they got all their little familia to, like, everybody got paid. Everybody got paid, which gets back to, okay, people got paid on my dime. People got paid on my dime and my time. People got new houses on my dime, or got the rent paid, or whatever it is. You must got paid well to stalk people, okay? Who would have that money to try to stalk people like that? Who would have that? I could think of a lot of people like that. I could name some labels. Now, what would you do if you ever saw them in your face? I really don't think you want to do that, okay? Your boss, your real boss, not none of those who think they're bosses. I mean, the person that's controlling you and got you by the balls, that's the one that will not come up in my face. That should tell something to all of y'all, because if he was that bad Billy Bo badass, and if she was that Billy Bo badass, they'd come for themselves, see for themselves, but they don't. Why? Because the devil and God don't play like that. It would be obvious to see who's the devil, who's the demon, and who's the real God. That's what I say. Some of you people, you learn the hard way when it comes to me. But anyway, those carpenter ants, because I started to realize, is this termites or carpenter ants? Because I'm like, and again, I'm thankful for hanging around the Rangers when I deal with all Rangers. But all Rangers are not the same Rangers. But I rock with the Rangers, the good ones anyway. Listen, you got really crazy people in the Army too, okay? You got people that are crashing out at Fort at Fort Bliss, even at Fort Bragg. You know what? People are human. And it's sad that people want to paint people in a whole box. It's like if one black person does something, you think that's all black people. If one white person does something, you think that's all white people. If one Hispanic, one Latino, one Mexican person does something, you think it's all of them. It's not, and it's not that. You don't get to know people personally, maybe because you don't have no personality yourself. You got a lot of people who are users, a lot of people who are abusers, and a user will always be a user, and an abuser will always be an abuser. And to those who just feel like you can use and abuse people at will, I tell you right now, and I'll tell you to their face, go fuck yourself. Am I worried about somebody pulling out a pew-pew on me? Bitch. I have pew-pews all around me that you don't see. Speaking of which, somebody was pew-pewing in the neighborhood. I know the difference between fireworks and a car backfiring. What was going on at 9 or 10 o'clock? And I was trying to debate, because they said, well, when you hear that in your community, you're supposed to call 911. But I'd already, like, my knee had started bleeding again. And I'm like, it's Passover season again, because I told you every day is Passover to me. And so I did what I needed to do. I took the blood from my knee and I put it on my back door. I put it on my front door, because the knee just started. It was just the energy that I felt. I'm like, and then the blood of the lamb. There we go. Now that was around the afternoon. Sun hadn't went down yet, but I'm like, okay, knee just started, because it was fine. I had taken the bandage off and I let it get some sunshine, but then it just started bleeding. Stigmata. Ooh. What's up, baby? It's this beautiful blackish blue dirt dabbler. It's black, it's blue black. It's beautiful. I remember when I used to do my hair like that. I used to dye my hair blue black, which I thought about it, but then you get all that stuff on your pillowcases and stuff. I really have been trying to debate. I haven't had coffee yet. I just woke up. And see, I talk like this naturally. And some of you speed up you speed up your rhythm on your YouTube videos, or you drink too much coffee, or maybe you take speed. I don't know. I don't know why is everybody copying me? Like, if we can't stop her, copy her. I told you, it's the mirror mimic murder, bitch. The mirror mimic the mirror mimic murder crew. The mirror mimic murder crew. They will literally harass and try to humiliate all of you. I see a couple of people are talking in Congress right now. Go ahead, girl. You call them out. I won't say who she is because she's already got enough eyes on her and stuff like that. But I rock with her. You better watch how you roll up on some black women, right? Some of us are like our ancestors back in the day. We will cut off your head and snatch your dick right away in the same place. We don't care. We will get in front of that. I have done that. I remember one time I was on the what was it? Was that the Senate floor? I think it was, when they were talking about Freaknik and stuff like that in Atlanta. And it was some forum, and the mayor and the governor and some politicians and some frugazi fake ass civil rights leaders were there, but they didn't want me to talk. And the black woman who should have been the one who should have ended up being mayor, but you didn't elect her. You elected the crook. It's sad to say, and I've seen this happen all the time. That's why I say, Kamala, this was your time, for a variety of reasons. I had it on Patreon, why it was not, but I took it off because I disabled my Patreon. I might bring it back, but you know why? Because Patreon's now charged for cash, and I'm not paying nobody shit to make money off my content, and I barely get a cent. You got me fucked up. We ain't doing that. I don't even have to do these cards if I want to. I do these cards because I want to, not because we all got to do cards today. We all got to do cards. What does the card say? I actually caught myself for a minute. I went somewhere with this, but this is me just waking up because I even wasn't going to come on today. But this was actually a thankful post. I'm thankful that I got up today. I'm thankful that it's a beautiful day. I'm thankful for my folks across the way. You want to see boots on the ground? Go out to Fort Bragg right now and go out for the next couple of days, and you see all the boots, all the soldiers that have fallen, by the way, and it really puts things in perspective of who's a real soldier in one's life. You got all these. Well, I'm thankful for my tribe and my legacy, right? Everybody wants to play soldier. Everybody wants to play soldier. I mean, like, remember, I got to say this. No hate, no shade. I mean, I actually rock with Ish. Tommy Richmond. Changes. Okay, how many people did you influence you with that? Chambers Brothers. What's the guy? Was that Fat Man Slim or something who did with the, like, it was the commercial? It wasn't a Panasonic commercial, but it was like the Boombox commercial from back in the day. You might be too young to remember that, but I do. Okay, I remember everything. But she said, Lulu, I'm 70 years old and my mind is stronger than you. What does that say about you? They really wanted to play on my top and they got played out. Why do you think the military watches me so well? I think these people thought she just kidding about that. She's just yanking our chain. No, you yanking your own chain. Somebody said, we gonna take her to hell. Not before I take you there first. I'm thankful for being me. That's your curse. You didn't know you had a real one in the community. You had a real superstar, a real celebrity, a real oracle, a real psychic person, psychic reader, whatever, I don't know what you call that. You'll be given these names and stuff like that, and these names be made up by the people who are making money off of you. Why are so many people on OnlyFans? Why do so many people be selling ass? Why do so many people, what's the pedophile thing going on? And then what's the young brother from the Memphis Grizzlies who at 29 years old, who just died, and they said it was drug related? what is going on with this? But you all don't pay no attention to this. And I'm like, he was 29 years old, and I had a Lynn bias moment with that. Damn. I guess we'll see. It reminds me of that time I used to ask my friend, you only need one true friend. She's also a Pisces. So that's the one that's really sister for me. And that's why I don't put her name out there like that. But I know she can take care of herself because she had to pop off and show I mean we've had interesting we've had some interesting lives. We've dealt with a lot of demons and a lot of beasts who come after us. God, Jesus Christ. The No, the squirrel. The squirrel. Okay, the squirrel. Yeah, the squirrel. The squirrel. Because I saw my first squirrel the other day. For a while, I hadn't seen squirrel for a little while. Use time and energy properly. Waste nothing on negativity. Gather the rewards of stewardship. Indeed, I don't have time to. I don't. I am 70 years old, man. I got more years behind me than I have in front of me. Although, with Saturn return, who knows? But still, I really do. Because I mean, if I make it to, if I got, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to 140. But me and my bestie used to say, "Shit, we trying to live to be 100," with our clear mind too. I don't want to be like some of those people hooked up in tubes or in the old folks' homes and nobody don't care for you. I want to be able to take care of myself because these people are supposed to take care of you. They be taking care of. They're like certain hospitals. Let us take charge of your health. No, they're about to take charge of your wealth. I'm just saying, it's a money game. It's a money game. Big Pharma is all the same. Which drug dealer are we fighting today? Big Pharma don't come for me, okay? Because I'm telling you, it's a Saturn return, and those the very, 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 very few who really know. The revolution is going on right now. I wasn't even going to come on today, but they said we up, you up. Sun's up, guns up. I watched Annapolis last night. Where did James Franco go? By the way, I don't know. Just throw that out there. Because I remember I was rocking with James Franco for a little bit. Y'all, y'all are killing me on the TV shit. But no, but I know the crow's laughing, the crow's laughing. How does she do this? And there's no script. Oh, but I was supposed to be the boring bitch. There's nothing boring about me. I just make people insecure feel some kind of way about me. I get it now. You can't share your energy with everybody, and everywhere you go, the minute you're just holding back. You're just holding back, and you're just being you, and you're just sitting back, checking out the room, and giving everybody their time. But the minute that you start to talk, the minute that you start to shine, some people will get it. Some people will love it, and they'll lean in. And they'll say, "Okay, come again," and they'll actually learn. And then you start to see how those people turn. Ah, shit! So the demon came after you, gave you some money too. Go shush, 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 shush. Don't tell her. So who is this writing? Yeah, yes, they do not take of you like they should, and people are putting their family members in these. I know that's crazy, man. It's crazy what people do for money. Like, it's only money. Like, you can get money. Like, it should not be that serious about money. Like, nothing. Taking people's lives over money shouldn't be. I don't get it. But then again, I'm the one that'll kill you if you take my food. So maybe I'm like, it's personal. It's personal. You have to make a joke out of it, but seriously though, there's really something crazy going on. I told you it was something in the water and in those vaccines too. But hey, what you gonna do, Pharma? You gonna shut me off of YouTube? How many times I've been shut off of YouTube? How many times I've been kicked off of TikTok? Everybody's going to TikTok now. Everybody's going to TikTok now. TikTok ain't gonna pay you no money. TikTok is okay. Let me explain something to you about TikTok from the mind of Val. First off, when TikTok came on, let's just say, now all of this I could be wrong, okay? I could be wrong. I'm just Val just analyzing the situation. you already had some compromising stuff going on with the government, right? Or you always have, you always have these fights. Everybody's got to fight. Everybody, all these leaders all over the world, everybody's playing like my dick's bigger than your game. My dick's bigger than your game. My dick's bigger than your game. My bomb's bigger than your game. See, it's the same thing. It's just like with these little frugacy rappers and these actors and what it be, and all these big, bold beta men who want to talk about you need to be a high value woman. Well, how about you be a high value man first? Who in the fuck are you to tell me who I should be? You the same one that come up, when you gonna fix my house? When you gonna fix my roof? Oh, no, when you gonna fix my dinner? When you gonna fix my house, bitch? When you gonna fix my roof? The same one that you messed up. But wait a minute, the thankful thing to say today, this is vinegar water, by the way. So if those of you who live around here, you see all these carpenter ants coming out, don't say, once again, Val Jones is like putting good things out. Get you some vinegar water, mix it up, equal amount of vinegar water and of vinegar. Equal amounts of vinegar, still vinegar, and water. And spray it all around. Plus, there's a spiritual connotation to that too. And I did that yesterday. I sprayed all around my house because there was like ants, because the ants are starting to swarm. And especially when you start to see the ones with wings, those are the carpenter ants. It's like, and there was like a whole bunch. I'm like, okay, and that's messing with my meditation space and my food. So I started, I was mad at the birds because I thought my birds were eating my berries right. It's going to make sense to you. You're going to have to play my video several times, but I'm telling you, I've been dropping multiple stuff at the same time. I do speak in computer language. I've been doing that since maybe forever. I always hear Miss Barrett all the time. You got to slow down your mind so your mouth can catch up. I very rarely finish sentences. It is what it is. I mean, I'm retired now, so what the hell I care. This is just me just doing my ish. But all these carpenter ants are swarming. I'm like, oh no, sign that spring is here. So there is something to be said about Google and stuff. I mean, you can try it. All stuff may not work. But I'm a DIY type of person first. So I will try it first to see. Because, I mean, all I can do is, it's like anything else. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, ain't no sweat off my balls. So I got the combination, equal amounts of vinegar and water. And I sprayed all of this. I sprayed all these little buggers. And then I sprayed all around the house, my front porch and all around the house too. And I wake up this morning, and not a one do I see. That's my thankful post for today. This worked. And plus, there's a spiritual energy that comes with vinegar and water too. If you get it, you get it. Which gets back to what the shooting was about last night in the house. Because I know what shooting is. I know the difference between firecrackers and shooting. There's no range. The range is way over there. So there's no range at 9 o'clock. And there's no range down the street. Now, y'all want to play gun games again, okay? Like landlords. Remind you. And no, did I snitch? Like I said, I could have called the police. But I said, well, what the hell for? I mean, you know what? Karma is the police now. So karma's going to take them out. I told you, anything was that an attempt to Val doesn't like shots because her husband was murdered. You got all this stuff going on with the military today and it's Memorial Day. So maybe we can play up in her face again. And we can't really play up in her face because, I mean, well, we don't know if she is kind of crazy enough to play. Because I am the type of person that I am the type of person that would go up to your door and say, so I heard you had a problem with me. You want to talk about it? And what? Why you stuttering? Ask my community about me. But I'm the bad person. I'm the bad person in the neighborhood. I don't do drugs. I don't sell drugs. I don't fuck kids. And I just don't be shooting up for fun. A big, beautiful black crowd. You coming this way, baby? Are you coming my way? You can't look in the sun and not go blind, bitch. I saw that. I must be a different kind. Oh, and there you too. I thought you were a shadow, but you were a crow too. I don't know. You might be a mockingbird. I can't see. You're kind of in a hidden spot, but I see you. But I see this. Hey, baby. Oh, you said get back to the bird story. Okay, they like the bird stories. The birds like the bird stories. Give me the bird stories. Okay, so I was chastising the birds because I was like, I know this bird is not eating my berries because I was on the front porch, but I saw it like it was looking at me and then it crept to the porch, back porch. And it was looking at me, crept to the back porch. So of course I come around and there it is right on my doorstep, and I'm like I ran it off, and I am up here. I'm like bad bird community. Bad bird's like, is she talking to the birds? Yeah, because I told you, don't play with Miss Val Jones' food. See, that's what happened. That's why y'all, you know what? I tried to let this stuff go. I tried to let the stuff go. Like, you don't think I know. Y'all don't have jobs like that. So for you to be affording cars like that, the math ain't mapping. For the rent to be going up the way it is, but you all are fine with that. Now, you do have 50,000 people living in your houses, but I thought you were not supposed to have 50,000 people living in your houses. But you know what? Go ahead and do you. See, now, once again, I'm not the Janice, by the way. But you know what? The people who said whatever they need to say about me and lied on me, too, you shut the fuck up, bitch. In fact, you know what? You told on yourself. You told on yourself. I was just sitting here minding my business, letting it go. But you know what a demon narcissist do? They will steadily play in your face, steadily trying to gain control. They will not give up the game. I'm going to make that person my wife. I'm going to make that person my concubine. You going to make me turn up and be the real old me. Oh my gosh. When Grandpapa came, well, I got awakened at 3. And then I'm looking at all the records. I'm going through the halls, the records of the, like the records that they have at the courthouse. And I'm like, Cade Hill, all that's my grandfather's, all that's property too. So between Cade Hill and Deep Creek Road and Vander, all that's supposed to be some land that was coming to me that never came. And my grandfather, and my grandmother mysteriously died too. Ooh, am I looking at that is an interesting, I'm looking at, you know, it's like something that comes right out of one of those movies. Heard that way in the background. I will tell you what I see. It may not be that, or it may be. It's just something black in the shadows by the fence. With a little, now it could be a reflection, but the reflection, it's like the light turned, it's like the little, like one little reflective dot, which turned into 2, which turned into 3, and then went back. It's not something that you see every day. Well, unless you're me. Y'all call demons after me. You didn't know that demons actually work for me. Now, some people are like, kidding with that. I'm not kidding. Anyway, back to the birds. So I was chastising birds for eating because I did notice a couple of stuff, because the cats too. I mean, you got to catch people, because outside animals do what outside animals do. So it's foraging time and people looking for food, but I'm growing my plants for me, because I'm people trying to starve me out of everything, and I still got money to make, and they're messing with my money too. Sirs, ma'am, sirs, ma'am. I mean, I'm trying to work this filtering out, but I get why you're doing, because we are at war, whether to tell you that or not. We are officially at war. Those who don't know. And people are just dying every day. But for what? For greed? For greed and somebody else's goal? Like, it's not. It's never been for freedom. And freedom is not free. But where's the freedom for those of us who really fight for freedom in reality? For those of us who really live up to morality? For those of us who really try to be a good role model to the youth? But you want us to bend over. But you know what, bitch? Judge Dredd, Judge Dredd, Judge Dredd on all of you. My Libra moon is coming through. That's why I hate some fruitcase ass Leos. I could name them one by one. I wish you would bring your coalition and get right in front of my face and come to me today. Now I feel like Neo and Morpheus and Trinity, okay? But really I feel a little bit more like John Wick. Red butterfly. The Admiral butterfly. Mommy says. What was this? No. So we got the squirrel for today. But no, well, the bird. So I got mad at the bird, right? And I'm chastising the bird for eating, for trying to take a steal on my food. And then I realized, oh my gosh, what are these bugs all around here? Ew. And I thought, I know the difference. I see a bug and I start to spray you, but it might be a lightning bug. And I'm like, I'm not going to spray a lightning bug. Now these carpenter ants, oh hell yeah. I know the difference. You got to identify. And that's what people don't do. They don't identify. They don't identify properly. They think they see something and they don't vet. They don't go into it. They don't, oh God, it's a bird fight. 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 Well, you know what? People are well, actually it's spring too and molting too and whatever. I guess it's like, I don't know. It's just I don't know. So if that's what somebody thinks, she's just running away from me because that's just it's the animalistic bitch, I will break you in two. And they know exactly, those who feel that know exactly what I'm talking to. I know some of you people say, oh, this guy's delusional. Well, you know what? I can play the delusional too. let me turn up my delusion once or twice. I can promise you I'm not so nice. I'm not here having nobody write my scripts, and I'm not being the hardest rapper, the hard poet that ever is. I'm just sitting here minding my business on a porch on a house that I pay for, and you want to take me out from under my house. See, that's a hoe living in a box who will probably end up with the hoe who, where all your ends go? Where all your ends go? If you got to get on YouTube and you smoking and you're drinking, I mean, do you? There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, you know what? You don't see, you're really holding a whole class back. How are you going to be the future of the culture when the kids are passing away and you really don't want the elders to have nothing to say, and all your politicians, most of them anyway, are bought out by the pound like weed? And it's that you got a whole people that, I mean, weed seems like the commodity, and when the government says, are we going to start legalizing weed, that should have been a clue for you. It's just like when you're like, okay, you don't have enough vaccines for the emergency workers, you don't have enough vaccines for the nurses and the hospitals and the doctors and the firefighters, but 4 days later you got enough vaccines and you're going to make sure that the black and brown community get it first. Bitch, miss me with that shit. Kamala, that's one of the reasons why you lost, because people could not really distinguish you from Joe Biden. Joe Biden, you and your son better sit the fuck down, and that goes to you too, Trump and Donald Trump Jr. and Laura Trump. Since you and Kim Jones are so bad, come up in my face, bitch. All Joneses are not the same Joneses today. Like, I don't know, you know what, honey, but I was going to let it slide, but they didn't let it slide. So, okay, you forced me to come out and play. You did this. You forced this ass whooping. You forced this. I was minding my business, doing my own thing, and I was going to let it slide. But everybody's got that, shh, 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 don't say anything, right? Now, I realize why even my folks were like, don't you want to come out here? But you train out there. And I like to go off world, so to speak. So, and I don't want to like step on a landmine, because we all know I have a tendency to explore. In reality, a lot of people like explore. I explore in my mind. I take some DMT and I explore all the time. I don't need psychedelics to do what I do. What's up, Mark Marcel? Oh yeah, I called one of the demons by their names today. How are you, bro? Not dead yet? Wait. The moon is in Taurus going into Gemini. Why did you want me to come outside today, this morning? Thankful. This is a thankful video, right? Okay, back to the bird stories. Get back to the bird story. Finish that. So I'm up here chastising my birds, but I'm realizing like, oh wait, they might be eating these bugs. Because birds eat bugs too. So I'm like, okay. And I actually, I'm sorry, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said, no. You're my daddy. You're never sorry. You apologize. You're never sorry for what you do, because sorry denotes something else. And we're never sorry. See? The real Masons and Eastern Stars that rock with me, I rock with you too. Like, you don't know. I'm like, but you got the secret society to the secret society to the secret society. You got some of these hoes around here that I want to be the best in the street. I'm the best. We got the best clubs. We got the best. No, I used to know the club owners back in the day. You talking about mob ties. Bitch, you have no clue who my mother, who my father, who my grandparents do. In reality, how is it that I so easily moved through these clubs and did work for them? I'm talking to work like I did the commercials for them. Am I the only one around here who didn't slick my way to the top? Just asking a friend, am I the only one around here? Put me on the lie detector test. I demand 12 of them. And then put it on them. And then once it lock them all up. Am I the only one around here that didn't sleep with the top? You know, when I stopped talking to a school because a bitch that you ended up having a principal will open her legs up to every time a military or soldier will come by. But yet, that's who you look up to. That's who you want your. You know what? Y'all fucked up. You fucked up when you came for me. I'm not Omega. I'm not Dominique. I'm not none of these people in radio. You go ahead and you do that. You have that. I'm not. I remember when I really used to rock with or tried to with the people who were over the whatever that festival is when you caught with the one that had the festivals and stuff, and they wanted to talk about the market house. And I mean, I was doing a community service show at BC Broadcasting for every station except the black stations. My community affairs show, because I remember a time when you had to have a community affairs show. That was FCC. That was part of the whole FCC agreement. You have to be obligatory to a certain degree to your community. You take money from the community. You're supposed to serve that community. You're supposed to serve. You're supposed to have an honor of serving that community. Kind of like with the military too. Well, no, let's say like the government. You're supposed to serve the people, but instead you got the people serving you. Oh shit, I'm on my Thomas Paine shit today. So I see why, you know what, you didn't want me to upgrade. I saw why you set the devil and the demon my way. What you didn't know. Why your eyes? So your eyes disappeared. Like you said, no, my eyes are on you. You're clear. Keep going. Okay. But I'm making this up. It's just for entertainment purposes only. Okay, apparently so. But am I lying about people really trying to like kill people for their insurance money or trying to put insurance? I still remember how I need to put an insurance policy on you. Why would you want to put an insurance policy on you? We're not even family like that. I mean, even if we play family, we're clearly not family. Bitch, you were always jealous of me. And that, when did you really meet me? When the first time you really meet me? Really, you met me. Did I meet you or did you meet me at Kwanzaa? Remember when I was all up in the papers? I was all up in the federal server. I was all up in the federal server. I was doing all those commercials for We Do Radio. I went through that whole shit show. I saw how, like, you know what, you want to talk about these Christian, these gospel rappers and what, or gospel singers or whatever it be. I saw what happens if you mess with Shirley Caesar's money. They curse worse than me. I'm like, yeah, among other things. Like, don't think because I'm a Christian singer, I'm a gospel singer, doesn't mean a thing. People are still people, you know what I mean? People are still people, but you have these people that make it seem like they're God. Now you got these big old preachers. I'm a preacher, I speak for God. Bitch, no you don't. God said, you a fraud, you a fraud, you a fraud, you a hoe, you a crack dealer, you, I don't know what you are. You have all these people who are like, you know, the main ones that holler up, homophobic. I mean, some of these seriously homophobic preachers are homos. No joke. Like, how can you be so against gay people and you're gay? I mean, I don't quite get it, okay? But then you want to play my way. Well, she don't like gay people. No, I don't like stupid people. She don't like Jews. I'm a Hebrew, an original one. She don't like what? Oh, the bird just came. Oh my God, that's so you don't get that often. It just came right there. That's a confirmation. This never gets old. This never gets old. Val is dropping some Texas tea. Well, maybe we should say North Carolina, wherever it is. My birds be knowing. Back to the bird story. So I apologize to my birds because they were probably trying to get something to eat and they were getting the bugs too. And that's when I realized, like, oh, there's bugs around here. So I'm thankful to my babies. I'm thankful to my babies, thankful to you. And then I had to like, okay, what can I do about all these little carpenter ants? Because this is where I get outside and do this, right? And so I, DUI'd and Googled it and I said vinegar. So those of you around here, because I told you it's that too. They put up that cheap little wood and they had all their family and stuff like that. All these people, every single one of these, when I was going through some dark times, I really was going through some dark times. I mean, I was really going through some dark times and I didn't even know. I was being hoodoo voodooed by whatever it be. I didn't know that I had some brujos and brujas after me. And I mean, you know what? That stuff is real. That stuff is real. The voodoo, hoodoo, witchcraft, whatever it be. But my mom and my dad peeped me onto that a long time ago. Wow! That was grandmama. The great. The time that we went to the bookstore Sunday coming after church, I've told this story before. That, because I was always reading. I think Einstein said something about, have your child to read. I was reading when you were barely reading Jack and Jill. I was reading encyclopedias, leather bound encyclopedias, and you mad about that? Well, my parents can afford it. My parents can afford it. They raised their daughter in class, but you mad about that? She didn't pick tobacco or pick cotton. I wasn't created for that. Not to say that you were, but you had grandma's land, and what did you do with it? You let it go. So obviously there was something tainted in that shit, yo. So somebody said, well, what happens if you got the land that I'm owed, that I'm due? I'd probably sell it. But it's yours. Isn't land important? Land is important, but you know what? They've tainted it so much. It's kind of like the Sodom and Gomorrah story. Once they do that to you, you don't come back to that. That land is forever tainted. That's why the Cape Fear River just keep flowing through, and that's why they be flooding all over the place. I find it funny how the same person that keeps raising your rates bought land on the property, but that's something that, as a public official, you're not supposed to do. But it's okay if certain people in government do that. Who am I talking about? Who am I talking to? You threw your own person that supported you under the bus. Mitch, don't play with me, bitch. That's all I'm going to say. People do too damn much. People do too damn much. And you had to be a reckoning. You had to know there was a reckoning coming. People don't believe in reckonings. They talk about revelations every day. They preach revelations every Wednesday and Sunday or whatever it be. But clearly you don't preach, you don't understand revelations. I told you you need to read more about Mark and Matthew. But no, you rather read about Paul. Paul said this and Paul said that. Paul the liar? Paul the liar, who had a vision 3 different ways. Nobody didn't catch that. I did back in the day. I'm like, okay, first he said, I saw him, but I didn't hear him. Then he said, I heard him, but I didn't see him. Then he said, I saw him and I heard him. Make up your story. When the stories start to be inconsistent, I'm tapped into that. So I say liar, plus the fact that the version of the Bible that you read that you want to put on everybody's head was really mixed up and remodeled by a fugazi ass king who really didn't care for women. So instead, he put his own little spin, and that's why you got so much toxic masculinity who really wants to hold down the divine feminine because you want to be a goddamn divine feminine yourself. That is some fucked up shit. A man who wants to be a divine feminine, get the fuck out of here, you bitch. Women be doing so much for you, and you feel like you're supposed to lord that rage, that whatever. You take your anger out on them and make them clean up your shit and clean up after you. You know what? That's not what I'm going to do. In my old age, I should be in my peace. I should be able to sit on my porch in my peace, do my cards in my peace, grow my food in my peace. Just do me for peace. I've never been what you call it, an enemy to the community until you became an enemy to me. And I said, oh, it's a war? It's a war? My family put me on to tea. I'm like, okay. You didn't think, I don't know why you didn't think I didn't know when I had feds and FBI and CIA vetting me. Didn't I tell you as a child? I guess you thought that was a made up story too. Everybody's got stories there. Everybody's talking about their stories on YouTube. The difference is my story's real. See, there's no inconsistency in mine. I'm 70 years old and I still remember this shit for a reason. I'm writing my own book, you know what I mean? You can't write a book about me. You can't read me, bitch. This is not RuPaul Drag Race. I did not know I was going to come up here and do this today. But back to the birds, though. The birds put me on onto the carpenter ant. So for those of you in the community who have all this bullshit wood on your stuff too, and you feel like, you got ants everywhere and stuff like that, get you some vinegar water, some vinegar. I keep saying vinegar, but it's vinegar water. Equal amounts of vinegar and equal amounts of water. Now watch everybody come on YouTube. Listen, this is what I found out today. Okay, do whatever. I don't care. Okay, but this is to whoever gets it, to whoever needs it. Equal amounts of vinegar, equal amounts of, because I mean, it was like swarming. They were starting to swarm. And I'm like, not a one now. The only thing I saw was like that one that could have been a lightning bug. So I didn't want to like swish it on you. But thank you to my birds, because whether you were trying to eat food or maybe you were alerting me, all things go to the good. They always do. Especially when you're walking in your light. Especially when you know you're right. Especially if you are wrong because you misread some people. Because I've been told many times, you see people as you look for the good in people, but most of these people are clones and zombies. And it's sad to say that most people today are not good. Most people. That hurts in a way. Now I really, really know why the prophets cried. And why the prophets died. Still the same old never-ending story until something happens. You do know that we are exactly at the alignment for a huge revolution coming. Revolution and Revelation 2. Does she know who she is? Bitch. If I didn't, would I be talking to you? This is the closest you'll ever see me. And how many times have I been saying, why did Doctor Who run away from Gallifrey? Because Doctor Who did not want to rule. That's why you got some fugazi ass kings and queens that just want to come by me. I'm going to help you rule too. Bitch, you will not. I don't need a king or a thought to help me rule. Everybody, yin and yang. First off, work with the yin and yang in yourself. Know thyself before you can know anyone else. Know thyself before you can know anyone else. Rule yourself before you can rule anybody else. Everybody wants to rule everybody, but you can't even rule your own self. You can't even control your own demons. You use your demons for your wealth. That's what you're going to do. And you take that by taking everybody's health and wealth away. And then, go ahead, do you. I'm not here to save anybody but myself. And I'm going to show you. You want the Truman Show? You got it, a real one. But if you like that person, you like that person, you like that person, you can't keep flip-flopping here and flip-flopping there and flip-flopping everywhere. It's like, okay, you have a ship, here's Noah's Ark, and here's the Titanic. Which one you gonna get on? You can't jump on both. And when you get in the waters, there's sharks and eels and there's a whole bunch of shit in the sea. Listen, when two Pisces say, two real Pisces go, when's the last time you went to the beach? Not for a minute, because did it sound weird to you? Yeah. Did it sound weird to you? Yeah. Did you see that? Yeah. So the two Pisces who are like, we might not always agree on everything religiously, but we're spiritual as fuck. As most Pisces are. Many. I can't say most because, Pisces smell. Oh, God. Tommy Richmond. Anyway. I like the video though, by the way, but how many people did you glean that from? See, some people won't even know that. It's a hot song. You could be the next new Justin Bieber. I don't know. It depends. I don't know. I mean, you had that one hit, but it was a hit. But changes, like there's a lot of influences in that. See, when you are of an original nature, I'm not saying you're a faker, but I'm saying it's obvious who you were influenced by. And I mean, I applaud you for that, because I actually rock with the music. But you have some people, the new ones, who say, oh, that is dope. Like when the first time you heard, Diamonds, or the first time you heard, Biggie, 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 don't you see? And you didn't know that was Herb Alford. But you say all the elders need to sit down, and so you can teach. You don't even know your history. You don't know the backstory. You don't know the history, but you know how to make up shit. You good with these AI pics. You good with this artificial intelligence. So you think, well, artificial intelligence gleaming off of you too, and bitch. This devil don't play with anybody. Listen, I told you one time before, if there is a real mob out there, mob bosses, they'll They'll support me more than you. Why? Because I'm not the motherfucking liability. I can easily come in to your group and say, oh, that's the person that's stealing. You letting that person at your books? I wouldn't do that. You let that person, you letting that person guard your Coke stash? I wouldn't do that. You find anything missing? You think you be checking, but some people be like, you know what, you can have the person, it can be the person closest to you, so you would never suspect that person. That's what it always is. It's somebody that you, that's why I said don't worry about don't for my people, sit down, because you're gonna have a lot of stuff coming that's going on in 2026, and a lot of people are going to be going down. You're going to have a lot of leaders, a lot of people, a lot of fake assassinations, and a lot of real murders or whatever going down too. But a lot of leaders are going to be going down too. And they're trying to make this war thing, but everybody's got looking at the distractions. I'm looking at you, and that's why they're mad, and they're trying to bring that stuff to me. But they can't bring that stuff to me anymore, because the more you do, the more I see you. The more you do, the more I see you. We can't distract her. No, now I'm distracting you, I guess. I don't know. I'm just doing me. There goes my baby. I know when I get in that flow that they're around me. Hi, honey. Never gets old. Community freaked. Because sometimes, but we think she crazy, but then she does this shit. Like, we just don't know. Well, then why don't you mind your goddamn business? Which gets back to, what was the shooting at night for? But then again, see, I got it. Oh. I don't know if it's going to do it or not. See. But it was bleed, because I skipped my knee. I fell about a couple weeks ago. I fell and got right back up. And that's what you do. You fall and you get back up if you're really tough. Some people fall and they never get up. That is true. Some people fall and they never get up. Oh, man. I just thought of somebody like, oh, dog. Your whole crew see you with different eyes. And the ones who are like, yeah, we saw you give that person so much juice. You didn't know he was a motherfucker. You didn't know that was a fuckboy. False prophets, talking about false prophets. Whoever I'm talking to. Either way, you can't Kanye, JC, or J whoever be, you can't industry shame me today. Because I'm not Krishan Rock, bitch. All Pisces are not the same. The deer, be gentle with yourself and offer kindness to all living things. I do offer kindness to all living things, but these things are dead to me. They're dead. So I'm like, I forget her name. The kids do that. The girl in the Walking Dead. See, I didn't even watch that much, but I started to look into that when I would go out to Fort Fisher, and the kids were like, and I had too many people like, she from The Walking Dead. I'm like, and then I started looking at that, and I'm like, you let your kids watch this? I mean, I don't know if my parents would have let me watch The Walking. But then again, military brats. I mean, my mom did take me to the movie The Exorcist. I mean, I read the book too. Before the movie came out, I read the book. You can't even read, but you're going to read me. I read the book, one of the best written books ever. That book was on point. So many. There's something to be said about books that movies can account for, because you can only put so much in a movie. But once you read the book and your mind can take you to places like encyclopedias, and if you have that type of imagination, or you have that type of creativity, or you have the ability to astral travel in reality. Oh, and that too, the Pleiades, like he will tell you, the geophysicist, the astrologer, the real astrologer, geophysicist I'm talking about, who's talking about the alignment of Venus and Mercury and Pluto, Saturn, I don't know. It's all there, and the Pleiades, and the Pleiades. Like, Venus was the morning, the star, the main star, the evening star, but now Mercury is coming through, and I mean, reminding you, my first and second house is in Gemini, so there is no Gemini on this planet. Not one I've seen so far. There's no Gemini that can really out Gemini me. But you think you can. Okay, how's that working for you? I'm not a magician. I'd rather call myself an alchemist than they call themselves an alchemist. I'm an oracle, then they call themselves an oracle. I'm a this, then you call yourself this. What should I call myself today? Call myself a unicorn, then you call yourself a unicorn. Terry, Gaia, Tarot. No. But I'm just saying it. But then, like, somebody's going to come in. So here we go. The minute I say something about that, it's like, the devil says, now, I want you to say this. You really try to get these videos out for a show. So you sign to whatever it be. I'm not monetized, so I'm fine. I'm doing me. But I'm going to make my money because I make my money legally. I told you, I will not bend. You will not make me bust over and bust out my ass. I was doing something a while back that I'm like, you're right. They were love bombing the hell out of me. But then I woke up and saw God and my angels. In reality, you thought that was a lie. I must have been delusional the whole time. You cannot make. Was Moses delusional? Was Noah delusional? Was Harriet Tubman delusional? I mean, what's a pioneer to you? I come from a legacy of pioneers. I really got to check out more about my grandfather's side. I was looking at which I'm gonna get back to, my grandmother, Alberta Thames, as in like the Thames River. Fuck you, bitches. You might be looking at real royalty and you didn't know. They want to keep the black queens down. They always do. But I'm not Meghan Markle. I bet y'all will see all you hoes die before I do. We want to go white privilege today? Or pretty privilege? Or shit color privilege today? I don't have a problem with shit color privilege people unless you act like shit. And then I do. They know who I'm talking to. Me thinks the word nigga comes out your mouth way too much, you sus-ass motherfucker. You know what? You want to see mob ties? Too much. Too much. Okay. Anyway, I don't even know what I was going to say. I know. I think this is it. That's it. I'm going to get some coffee and eat some food. But it's boots on the ground out at Fort Bragg today. Go by and check them out. Tell them Val Jones sent you. Or don't say nothing. Don't even mention my name. I mean, it's not even that deep. Just go, because it's not even about me. It's about those people who really died for our country, and they came in all colors and all religions. See, everybody just was under the flag of Christianity. That's why I salute to the chaplains and the medics, because you really don't worry about the label like that. You just you do your job. You do your job. You're there to help, and you're there to serve. And you're not trying to, and you take in the facts. Like, I don't care if this person is Hindu. I don't care if this person is Buddhist. I don't care if this person is agnostic. He doesn't get better treatment than the Christian. That Christian could be fake. That Christian belongs to a church that's taking that money every day. That Christian is programmed. I don't really give a damn about any of that. It's just that we're in this foxhole together. Are you for my team or not? We are at war. We are in a real war. So are you with me to help fight with me and help me lift you up, and you lift me up too? Or are you just here to use me and abuse me just for a world star or a YouTube or social media click or a view? Bitch, I'm not about that life. I'm performing in front of all these people. Been there, done that already. I ain't performing for all of this. Been there and done that already. I'm writing a book. I've got books that I've written, pulled off. You still haven't got your first real book out yet, but you're going to tell somebody how to write a book. As far as all this shit about the crystals and gems and the this and the that and blah, 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 blah. Did you forget I was in Atlanta doing this shit well before you? Like I said, I hung out with Dr. Kanya Vashon McGee. If you don't know about this, don't tell me nothing. Tree of Life that came out of New York and Atlanta. Atlanta should have been a black Mecca, but Atlanta is not. If you know, you know. I've ran and hung with the real Reverend Hosea Williams. I have cussed many mayors out. Everywhere I go. In reality, not just in my mind. Oh, they know Val Jones. They might not say it. Or they might. But you want to talk about that stuff like you did that too. But there's proof on the floor, and there's proof in the print too. And like I said, burn some of those pictures up at the Fayetteville Observer. All those Kwanzaa festivals I've hosted without a script. All those fashion shows I've hosted without a script. All these clubs that I've hosted and did stuff with. I told you about that one time. You know when the frugacy fuck boy, fucktard, fucked up Easters, the real ones, I rock with you. You're cool. I don't have a problem with you unless you have a problem with me. Because I mean, if you're really about thought and Ma'at and Isis, then you should know this too. You should know what I'm speaking is truth, and you should know that there's something. The very spirits that you call on, Ma'at and Isis and Thoth, are coming for you hoes. You do not honor your own code. Oh, there's a revelation. That's a payback for that. Big payback going on in all classes. That's a fact. I remember when Pancho Smith, and I don't have a problem with Pancho, never did. We had clubs. We had the best clubs. We had Big P's. We had Mr. V's, not the Mr. V's in Atlanta, but I've been there too. We had the Sundowner, where I got roofied at, and still did what I had to do. Took my friend all the way across town, got her to her home on Ramsey Street, and still made it back at 1861 Bridger Street. Went to sleep, didn't wake up till about 3 o'clock in the morning. My mom's like, what is going on with you? There's a lot of things I couldn't tell my mama. Not because I didn't want it to, but because I knew she would come after you and kill you. You thought my daddy would protect me. You had no idea. Is this going? No, I don't know. The lighting just changed on this, but I guess we're fine. No, my mom will kill you faster than my daddy would. But she was stealth about it. I mean, she wanted me. I know my parents loved me because that wasn't a mistake. They wanted me, okay? They knew who they created, just like your so-called Jesus did. They knew a miracle when they had it. I was the $1 million miracle baby. And people know that too. Every single one of these hoes, their platforms went up, their music went up too. Now, you know what? Nobody's really checking on you. Nobody's really fucking with you like that because you blew the bag and you blew the racks. So now I gotta get that back. I gotta through a fucking you think you can fuck the life right out of me, or you think you can fuck that energy back anytime. You're the ones that run. I'm so in nun school today. I'm like, I don't ever have to do that again. I'm fine. I know how to please myself. I will never want none of you really crusty, dusty, broke ass motherfuckers. Listen, anytime somebody starts seeing dick pics on me, I start seeing Ginsu knives and scissors. A Crip asked me one time, what's the deal with the knife? It's personal. Yeah, it was a real Crip. And real blessed, I told you, I've hung with people who I didn't even judge. I didn't even judge gangs like that. But now you want to judge me? Now you want to jump on a hate train? Now you really want to play some gang shit on me? You really want to play some gang shit on me? We gonna treat everything. The whole world's being treated like a gang. Well, if you don't join our gang, you're gonna do what, bitch? You're gonna do what exactly to me? What's up, honey? You know what I be bossing up. Our girl is up. Our girl is dropping some tea. Let's show this motherfucker she's serious. Let's show this motherfucker she's not lying about her heat. Just look up, y'all. Just look up. Why should I be worried? And I could be lying about all of that. I could be. But real legacy knows legacy. We're going to put one more card. We're going to let it go. But did I finish the bird story? Yeah. Vinegar water. Spray your house today. Vinegar. Equal amounts of vinegar, equal amounts of water. There's a good spiritual connotation to that today too, because it's a cleansing as we get ready to go into the new moon. And like I said, my knee was bleeding, so I put the blood, and I was in my winter white, so I put the blood on my front door and my back door too, because I had a little Passover moment, like, blood of the lamb, Passover again, new moon coming in. And then you had the shots in the community last night. Oh well, I guess we just play shooting. Who plays shoot at 9 or 10 o'clock at night? But people aren't going to say anything, right? Because there's a lot of shit be going down. And that's fine, but I told you. And it's getting ready to be hot and summer too. I'm still suffering from my PTSD. So I am telling you, if you think I'm going to go through this summer and have all these shots going up and down and these cars, like you might hit somebody's kid, but that kid's not going to be mine. But karma has a way of flipping back every time. I'm telling you, I didn't have to call the po-po. But whatever you do, I mean, if that was supposed to scare somebody, well, then let this scare you. Let's see where the next shot go. saying, she's a snitch. I wasn't the one, but you know goddamn well you're not supposed to be doing that shit. So you expect me to pay for some shit and still have people do the same thing that they used to do? Oh, hell no, bitch. You're going to calm that shit down. We're not going through that in the summer of 2026 with that dumb shit. I'm telling you. I'm not saying I'm the Don Dada in the hood, but I mean, if you really want real hood philosophy and hood psychology and hood, take it from somebody who was actually good and not some brokey ass. You know what, bitch? If I even thought it was you and you guys forget that I really do be vetting like the FBI, the CIA. It's not like I don't know where you live. If I wanted to kill you, I already could. Okay, so there's the forgiveness. I'm going to let you take yourself out or your crew. It's always going to be an inside job. It could be the person closest to you. See, Baron, they're already saying a lot of lies about you in the media. I told you. Grandpa, pop. Look out for your child. Melania, do you love your boy? I guess we'll see what type of mother you are. This is when it comes out to play. You will see who makes really good mothers and good fathers, okay? Now, some always say, well, she doesn't have a child. Well, I could have, but you know what? The military kind of fucked that up in some kind of way. Where's my, for Agent Orange people still, it's sad that you have people who Agent Orange who still haven't gotten their benefits. It still have, you talk about the Camp Lejeune water, but the people who were in the first Iraq war. And the thing about it is, when you try to get your benefits and turn it all around, you have to start from scratch again. And they'll lose. And I mean, this is not knocking everybody in the VA, but those who don't know, they will lose your paperwork. So again, I will say, make sure you keep all your paperwork yourself. Fact check. I don't give a damn. God. The crows know. Make sure well, everybody can't do that. I get it. But for those who can, I'm talking to the elite who you're in that position now. I shouldn't be telling you, but I'm reminding you, I'm confirming you. You have to keep that paperwork for yourself. You can't, at the moment, you got somebody that could be close to you that's not close to you. That's just waiting for you to die or waiting for something to happen to you. Somebody that... The crow is like, girl, preach. Somebody's got you on an insurance policy, or you got somebody on your insurance policy, and they're just waiting to cash in, cash out. If anybody got me on an insurance policy, no, I didn't sign any of them. Doing that, what's that? Was when you write something, I can't even think of the word now, but when you forge somebody's signature, that's a federal crime. I see a lot of federal crimes around here, and a lot of people... Wow. The crows talking. A lot of federal crimes, and a lot of people gonna do federal time, and people say, well, I know my boss, my leader, they gonna save. They're not gonna save you. Who's gonna save them? You act like you Superman, bitch. You're none of them. And so that's why you want to come in like, I got to get around her spirit of protection. My spirit of protection said, all you hoes needs to stay away. I mean, I'm in such a protective custody bubble that I'm just saying, the real god or goddess doesn't play. A possum. I do not like possums. Possums are really vicious animals. At least I have I have putt story. But before today, find the good in it, okay? Find the good in it. Have a plan. Use common sense. Honor the strategy that works best for you. Have a plan. Use common sense. Honor the strategy that works best for you. Something that a possum will do is if it feels challenged, it will kind of roll itself up in a ball and play dead. But if you push it, then it will, rawr! All of possums are vicious. So somebody said, and that's what you did. You played possum until... Hey, what I said? I'm going in. It's hot. I got my son for today. I've given out some wisdom today. It's a very thankful Saturday. I had no idea I was going to do this every day. I thought I was going to rest for a couple of days. Are we resting? Finish your story about the Sunday coming after church. at the bookstore. How it all taps in. And because I mean, all of it would just seem like, but now it makes sense. And there was a book, and it was up high on the shelf. Because I was a kid. I was like 7. I was my spiritual path 7. Was it the bookstore? Used to be a bookstore in Utah Shopping Center. Where mommy always used to take me to see the real Santa until the real Santa got sick or something. Like, this is not the real Santa. I had one of those Jasmine moments like, you're not the real Santa. No, but no, with bookstore. And I'm, daddy's looking for some stuff, and I'm at a, I'm in this aisle, metaphysical aisle. I always gravitate to that. Oh, it's a Pleiades coming out of me now. And so, and a tall, kind of tall lady, and she came through, and she looked at me and she's like, do you have a mold? And I won't tell you where, because then all of a sudden you all say, I got a mold here too, and I got a mold here too. Like, bitch, stop being such a copycat. Desperation looks bad on all of you. Ew, I do not like being around copiers and mimics and fakers. And desperation is just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It's a bad smell too. It's the smell of desperation. So anyway, but so she asked, did I have like several molds? 3, in fact. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, wait a minute, this white woman has never seen me a day in my life. Oh, I've never seen her. But she's talking about some moles in some private places that you would have to really know my body to know that. Like, only like my mom would know that, maybe. So I'm like, what is she talking about that? Oh, my dad, because they know me. I mean, I'm the child. But, and then she reached up, and there was a book on the top of the shelf, and she said, this is for you. I've showed it before. It's a red and black book. It's a bit witchy. It's a lot. It's a lot. I've said it before. It's for the lack of a better word, it was not the grimoire, but the equivalent thereof. And so I never thought in a million years. So I saw it and resonated with what I saw. I'm like, oh, my daddy's never gonna get this. So I go up, he's at the counter, and I'm like, Daddy, this lady told me that this might be a book that I want. And he looked at it. He looked at me like, what lady? And I'm like, but then she was gone. Couldn't find her nowhere in the store. And he looked at it and looked at me. And he looked at it and looked at me. And he looked at it and looked at me. Now one would say, see, she's spoiled. She gets everything she wants. But see, think about it. You got all these secret societies of these groomers who like to groom people. The devil's been grooming since the beginning of time. But the devil is a lie. The greatest lie of all times. The devil thought that, I don't know what the devil thought, that they would make me their wife, their concubine, or whatever it be. The devil thought I would bend and didn't know that I was Debo these spiritual streets. In reality, because it is a legacy. You say I'm the devil, I might be. If you're the devil, I can be a bigger devil. That's the funny thing about Pisces, or rather the funny thing about Heyoka. You bring that energy to me, I will match it times 3. And I've told you that several times, but the point of the matter is the book. So Daddy bought the book for me. But I realized it's just like with the when my mom and my dad died, and here come the Masons and Eastern Stars and shit like that, and you're not even asking about how I'm doing. Like when my dad died, you didn't even ask about how my mom was doing. You was just worried about you didn't ask me when my mom died, because my mom was still living. But after my mom died, you didn't even give a damn about how the child was. You just wanted the books. Bitch, my parents paid for that shit with their life and their blood, and You shouldn't your code what you're supposed to honor and take care of your brother? Aren't you your brothers and sisters keepers? Or I guess that just means when it applies to you. If you don't bend over, I think my daddy found out because you don't like people to be. You want to be everybody's master, but when you saw that my daddy had the intelligence to master you, you had to kick that man out. I bet some of you tried to go for his wife too. Now, mom, I don't mean the technical Sagittarius that she is. Where do you think I get this from, bitch? That's why my mom said, "Oh, she'd make a great soldier. She's very good with logistics. I'm the best." When I need to be. I don't need for you to teach me or train me. I teach you. In reality, who taught God? Pause. Everything. So, anyway, the point of the matter is, so I see how some of you fugazi ass motherfuckers would be. Getting back to Poncho, because I didn't finish that when they really started to turn on me, and I was really the host of all the clubs and the darling of the radio and this and that, and everywhere I go, everywhere I went, I lit up the show. But you act like you want to write my history away, like you wrote my daddy's history away, bitch. As long as I live, I will continue to talk about the legacy of Robert Jones. I am Bob Jones Jr. He was a pioneer in his home that you didn't give no credit to. He ain't got no murals or no statues. Don't need one either. He got me. So I'm the statue. I'm his greatest legacy. I'm my mom's greatest legacy. Two brilliant people, a brilliant man and a brilliant woman gave birth to me. Why do you think I would be some slutty ass, hoe ass, dirt bomb, dirty ass trash that will allow some trash to master me? You got everything just fucked up, and now you are shit out of luck, out of time, and all of that too. You thought that just because you got your little label of co-sign on you, you think I'm scared of Clive Davis, Lucian, Tommy Mottola, or any about that? I'm not Mariah Carey, bitch. My mom and my daddy told me right after the beginning, no. It's a no. It's a negative. We're gonna let you go through some of this shit because you know you're hard headed. You're gonna have to see for yourself, but you're gonna know in the end why. No, that's not what you're gonna do. And they were right. All she had to do was take me to Mahogany. You want to be a model? Want to be a model now? No. Me and my mom's movies were tight. Now we all learn through movies. Sure you are. Well, what did you learn? You clearly didn't learn enough about me. Maybe you might be watching the wrong movies or in the wrong frequency, but you want to synchronize with me. How? I'm supposed to bring my frequency down? You got me fucked up. I'm not like these hoes around town. But you know, in it but not of it. Isn't that what it said? In it but not of it. I'm in the community, but I'm not of the community. Now they mad. She thinks she's better than us. I am. But do I go around your house? Hi, I'm the queen of the village. Bow to me. Give me money. I'll give you. I am promised nothing. I've been nice to all these people in reality, and then they want to turn around and set me up. Set me up now. There's eyes all over the place. There's cameras all over the place. Now you put up cameras. My camera's always been out. Maybe they put a camera on me in 2019. I don't know. I don't know. I did have 7 angels. But anyway, as far as the book, though, and as far as getting back to Eastern Stars and Masons and Poncho, so he was a known drug dealer, as many drug dealers are around here. I mean, it made national news. It made national news. He and Tony Rand, go back to North Carolina history. He and Tony Rand. It made USA Today. Is USA Today still around? I don't know, but it made USA Today. Okay. That was the problem for me. The problem was, or that's not when my problems began. The problem was when he got out of federal prison, they wanted to throw a hero's party for him. Now, yes, he had served in the military too, but you do realize that this was all over. Had made national and international news. I mean, this was big time drug dealing, big time drug bust, because it was connected with the government too. Welcome to Fayetteville. Welcome to Vietnam. It's what they do and still do. But you picked on the wrong person this time. Like, we're supposed to forget all about that. See, it's people that I have a problem with, and there's people I don't, and it's that. I never had a problem with Poncho. Poncho didn't have a problem with me. I don't think Poncho does have a problem with me. I think it's all you want to be HNICs. You want to be head niggas, head Debos in the street. When I knew the head Debos in reality, do you know that from that same crew, or in that same clique, I was working at this Wilmington station, and I had to quit that job because they gonna come. The people, like, I won't mention their names now, but, and I mean, there's some people at Massey Hill that should know better. They really should. At Massey Hill and Hope Mills too, but I'ma let that go. They killed the best rapper around here that you would ever know. And I'm gonna let that go too. Uh, anyway, they threatened the program director because they wanted me to host a show, and I'm like, you can't do that. You can't you can't go. You can't go to the state. I left this area for that reason. You can't come up here and bring a show. It was always going to be what it's going to be anyway. But you cannot threaten the program director. You cannot threaten this white man because now they're looking at me. Like now he's looking at these type. These, you gonna host a show, but I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Like, why did you do that? You didn't have to even do that. So that's like I don't know how to do my own. I never needed this. It was just there. Getting back to Poncho though, so it made headline news all around the world, and so they were like, "Well, we want to have a heroes party for him." Now, me being a soldier's kid, a military brat, mom in the military, dad in the military. Uh, Was I married to my first husband at the time or my second one? I want to think it was my second one. But either way, military's in my legacy for real. Everyone wants to play military until it's time to go military. Okay, but that's another thing. So I'm just saying, like, you have a lot of people who have gone to, like, World War One, World War Two, Korean War, Vietnam, and all of that. And they have not been honored like that. I mean, this made national, international news. Federal drug crimes, federal drug charges. But you want me to host a hero's honor like that? I, in all good conscience, trying to be a role model, not wanting to be, but I took my responsibility seriously, which is what they don't do. They're just in it for the money. And they expect everybody else is in it for the money too. That's what makes me different than you, because I can see the pussy and the sus and the fuck boy and the fuck girl in you. And I'm tired of being fucked over by you bitches. So I'm here and telling you, you better be glad that God has pulled me back, because honestly, I would break in all your doors and shoot your asses right on the spot. I'm Judge Dredd like that in a real type of way. My spiritual pokes deep, okay? I mean, y'all hollering Archangel Michael, and I'm like Metatron and Metropolis. Different type of energy coming out to play. Woo! Son of a Gabor. All day, every day. Cut them all off. Her. It was that energy to come through. Didn't I say all of them? All of them. I didn't know that you meant all. I mean, I knew you meant all of them, but I didn't know that was part of all too. Got it. Clearly gets in the view. So that's why I'm not afraid of anybody. And if you want to take the house out from under me on some stupid shit, then bitch, wait till whatever, reminding you, how did I say that? The homicide that you unfairly commit today, it's going to be your suicide the very next day. Watch, clock it. But anyway, so I said I can't do that. I cannot do that. I've got kids looking up at me. I've got these, I was already speaking to high schoolers. I was already speaking to the elementary schools, and they were already looking at as a role model in me. So I'm like, I cannot, like, but you would, and it was like, well, Poncho did so much for you. Hold up, wait. I worked at the radio station. No, it was my first husband. That's time, Foxy 99. I was doing commercials, and I was hosting shows. I was doing exactly what I was supposed to be doing. So what exactly did he do for me? Well, he gave you a chance. I was the best radio announcer and the best host there was. He saw, you know what? I see money in her. I was never the liability. Now, mind you, let me say this again. Poncho never had a problem with me. I just said I cannot, in all good conscience, host a hero's welcome to a drug dealer coming back home to Fayetteville, and we're going to honor him like he's a war veteran coming through. You got too many real war veterans who have never been honored, and that's just makes me feel some kind of way. That is just something I cannot do. And these bitches turned on me. Like, I guess that was part of the some of the massive part of the ones like, you're not going to do. No, these kids are looking up at me. So now we want to normalize drug dealing. Now we want to normalize drugs in the community. Now we want to normalize drugs, and that's the setup right from the start. You think you think the industry cares about you? It's the same old slave games. It's the same old slave games and same old crackers playing their part. And you know what? The funny thing about it is that people keep talking about ICE and the Hispanics and Latinos coming across the borders, but you open up the borders for them to come on through that way. It's a setup. It's a setup from jump. Because I see today, we got to cut her off. We got to shut her up. No, you just need to let me mind my business because I already just said, well, I don't give a fuck. But now you clearly give a fuck about me because somehow or another you're missing some inner juice, you're missing some truth, or maybe you're missing some narrative. All your shit's going to dirt or whatever it be. Maybe it's the planets, maybe it's Pleiades, maybe it's Venus, maybe it's Saturn, maybe it's all of it, maybe it's Mercury. You went for some Gemini. P headset, don't. Yo, bro, maybe we need to have a real conversation so you'll know. And sir, and he knows exactly who I'm talking to. I'm not your first wife, bitch. There's a reason why I don't like people whose names are Kennedy, and I'm going to let that go. I might not be talking to you, but if I am, then come with it. Curses, 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 curses. Why do these people die so horribly, okay? There are a lot of people who think they're living a high life, but they won't be here tomorrow. Some say, and tomorrow might be a day that never comes, so tomorrow might come 5 minutes from now. But anyway, that's it though. So that's the real story of Val Jones on a Saturday, since the moon is in Taurus and I'm grounding this shit and it's going into Mercury too. Now I'm telling this shit. So who's going to tell a story about me? Who's going to say that they're better than me? Who's going to say I'm a tarot record too and you're just doing it for the money when I've been doing this all my life? Where's little buddy now? I'm out. This whole circus show is about to turn up. And you know what? These people, the bad thing about it is I remember when the rap battle was just rap battles, but it has really become, it's war. It's war. It's a real shit war going down. These people are wanting blood. Can't have mine. That's all I'm saying. That's what it's about. They got to have blood. I already put the blood over my door and the blood. It's something about the blood, even in the universe too. It's a universality. It's something about the blood. Blood must be shed. So, and I remember certain significant times in my life, certain significant planet replacements where I would either fall or something like that, cut myself. And I haven't done that in years, but I did that like a few weeks ago, and I'm like, and then it just started bleeding all over the place, and I'm like, Passover, the Reaper's here. And then I saw what I saw, that like, it's the little stuff that you see, and then it's there for a moment and it disappears. Honey, if somebody wants to play Ebo games on me, Eshu always watching out for me. My husband was a little bit between a combination of Eshu and Alegba and Shango. Y'all mess with the wrong one. Oshun and Yima, y'all don't play. And Oya too? Okay, let's play Yoruba games. Let's play Yoruba games today if you want to do that too. And I'm not a Punani poet. Everybody's so sexual, smexual, and it's just sus as fuck. Everybody says they're looking for love, but it seems like what you're looking for is lust. Love and lust are two different things. Love and lust are two different things. Love will always uplift. Lust will take shit away. Lust is a quick fuck, like a quick drug hit. You're high and then it's gone. So you need to get another high. Then you need to get another high. Then you need to get another high, which gets to the young guy, 29 years old from the Memphis Grizzlies, who just died. And I go back to Lynn Bias. Wow. And I used to ask my friend, because she was a deputy sheriff at the time, I'm like, because I didn't know what coke was. I just like, I was like, I'm always asking questions. That's one thing about Val Jones. Val is always learning because she's always asking questions. So I'm like, you ask too many questions. No, maybe you don't ask enough. But I'm like, what's the deal with coke? How do you guys know? You see it on TV, but how do you know what coke is? Like, how do you tell? Oh, there goes the. Are you the Mockingbird? Hey, baby. It came right up to the thing when I talk about that. Oh, spirit coming through. Yeah, tell that story, girl. We got you. You're right. Tell that story. She's not lying to you. Who gave that boy drugs? Who set him up? Who was his girlfriend? Who put him on an insurance policy? I know, right? But yeah, Len Bias, that was going to be a superstar. He was getting ready to take everybody's. Hey, sweetie. Hey, mama. Hey, baby. Bird talk. What are you? Are you the mockingbird or the squirrel? I could take a picture of you. Oh, you're the mockingbird. But yeah, like some voices are being silenced today. Yeah, you are the mockingbird, Shay. But yeah, I asked her how can police tell that it's coke? Because I wanted to know, like, does it taste like? Because my favorite drink of choice is Coca-Cola, which in reality they used to put Coke in Coca-Cola. No joke. I mean, what did you think Sherlock Holmes and all the what do you think your blue blood in Britain was sniffing during that time? But they're blue bloods. All this blue blood heritage, and they want to gaslight people, trying to say we're divine, we're superior, we're the superior lineage. God is killing all their asses. Notice how they don't do well in the sun. You want to make everybody a slave. Now the slave is making you a slave. Here for it. But so could be a story in my head, or it might not be. I guess we'll see by the end of 2026. Anyway, I'm good being me. So I asked, how can people tell? And she said, because it deadens the nerve cells. So people are putting stuff up their nose that if you put it on the tip of your tongue, it deadens the tongue. That's why you can't tell. You can't tell how much is too much. You can't tell. You all be playing Russian roulette with your lives. So I guess it's real easy that you want to play Russian roulette with everybody else's lives too. See, that's what addictions will do. Addictions can kill you quickly or it can kill you slowly. But either way, it will kill you. So somebody thought that, I'd be addicted to the dick or a dick pic or your music or some dumb shit or some voodoo and hoodoo or voodoo or whatever it be. I told you there's a reason why the same book that my daddy bought for me is the same book that after they had ascended, that book twice got taken away from me. They took that book away from me the first time when some people were making me mad. Again, I told you I was like 7 years old, 7 or 8. And it's like, you said you didn't like that football player and he just broke his leg. Coincidence? The little boy up the street, you got mad at him and a car came out of nowhere on a very rural street and he got his leg broke. Coincidence? Give me that book. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know that shit worked. It doesn't work on everybody. So, God knew. People act like they want to pull me in the dark side, but I promise you, you don't. You think we gonna change her. And then you found out that I changed you. Well, what a real God and goddess do? I don't know. The story is still being told. But that's it for today. Val Jones is saying I'm thankful. It's a thankful Saturday. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for everything. It's good. It's cool. It's great. Go on if you're in the area. Go on out to Fort Bragg, by the way. And check out all the. You have to park on the other side because they got a race going on now. But that's a beautiful thing to see that unit like that. I like that. And I've got to. My vanity's kicking in, but my kidney disease is. I'm being reminded of all this energy. It has been taking a little toll on me. So it's starting to, I got to really start to drink more water and flush stuff out because I'm like, my kidneys are like, and I have to do more working out, but I got to choose where I work out and where I walk this day. But I got a whole bunch of videos of exercise videos. Okay. I mean, not that I can't go walking where I want to be, but it's, what, the universe is cleaning up these streets for me. And right now, 2026 is a personal year. So if you don't see me, or if I'm not joining no groups to go on no adventure clubs or adventure trips, that's because you're on the watch. Oops. Was I not supposed to say that? Well, if you didn't do anything, you shouldn't have to worry about it. But if you're nervous, then that says a lot about you. You thought you were going to hide the shit. But who can hide from God? Nobody. God is too. These sparks of energy are literally synchronized with these sun flares. Whew, girl. What is it with you and the sun? Ask the sun. Now, I'm the sun. You're not the sun. Well, it's my son's. You're not the sun. You're not the sun. Raptors. If you can hide a plane, you can hide a man. This would be some really spooky shit, but I grew up with this shit. So now that was God's plan. Back to the woman who gave me the book. Great grandma mama on the Tim side. But now I'm getting ready to check out. That was grandma's lineage. Now I'm getting ready to check out grandpa's lineage and see who the Cades of Cade Hill were, or the Legrands. Because now we're getting into some French black shit. Oh no, honey. Now the Madame LaFou stuff really comes out. Oh wow, you doing that again, and I hear the play. Y'all be playing too much. No, we're just synchronized with you, Queen. Heavy is the crown, because it comes with a responsibility. That's why you don't get it. You ever known somebody who has great power and doesn't want it because she just wants to just retire and just be at her peace? Make her money, eat her food, sip her coffee, and just do me. But even that's too much for some people. And yet you want to be friends with me for what? When I was friends with you, you set me up. So you don't get that injury back. In it, but not of it. I saw my aunt live on a street that she didn't talk to nobody but me for years. So trust me, I can cut everybody off and not talk to anybody and be fine. I saw my grandmother live in her own house and she didn't talk to anybody but me. So trust me. I can cut everybody off and not talk to anybody. I'm fine. I saw my grandmother, and grandfather. Both of them were farmers. Not gardeners, they were farmers. Had their own land. So they set up the land for the family, and this family set them up. Watched them die. My mom had to go and check on Papa from Bridger Street. My dad had to go and check on his mother from Bridger Street. And I saw, and they would sit in their chair and not talk to anybody, but they would talk to me. They gave me the best. They gave me the teachings, the legacy, the morals, and the gift. And fortunately or unfortunately, the jealousy too. So I can see why people, when they think they start to know me, you get jealous the way you do. I guess if I was an insecure bitch and didn't have really anything going on with my life, or if that my whole life was a fraud, I guess I'd be mad at me too, because I make you look some kind of way. Oh wow, I did do that, right? The crow says, focus on the positive, detach from negativity, see opportunity in every challenge. Call that out. So indeed, so mote that be, and it is true. Anyway, happy Saturday. What are you thankful for today? And think about it. Why are you thankful for being here? There's got to be something you can find out. Because if you can't find a redeemable quality in you, why would you think God would find it out? Are you acting in a redeemable way, or are you just speaking up for YouTube views? You really don't know God, or God is nearly as much as you think you do. But sending love to all of you. Have a wonderful, beautiful next day. Thank you. Medicine cards. I think these are cards. These I got these cards when they first came out. When does this card come out? When does this deck come out? These are medicine cards. I think I saw somebody doing medicine cards. And I think there's a whole new deck. They're bigger cards. But this, when did I get this? I got this when I was in Atlanta years ago. My first batch. So it's no telling. I probably got this in the 80s. or the 90s. So, but medicine cards just for today. Jamie Sams and David Carson. I love them. I love them. Simple cards. So medicine cards. And by the way, shout out to Abiola. The African Goddess Rising cards. That came right on time. That just came right on time. Those are some beautiful cards too. Beautiful cards too. So beautiful cards. And yeah, but I bought this a long time ago with a bear on the front and the Indian. Well, not the Indian. The dream catcher, some of you call it, but well, they're great for that shamanic energy in you. Native American, but now you native too. Okay, with a fake ass fella, fake ass homosexual, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. You all do you. As long as you don't mess with my energy, we're cool. You can do whatever you want to do. We have free will to do what we do. But I'm just saying, when you try to step in my energy and force me to deal with you when I don't want to, I will fuck you up. I have the right to do that. You feel like you got the right to come up to in my face and do whatever you want to do, then it's all bets off, and then I have the right to kill you creatively, financially, spiritually. No blood on my hands, because I was promised can't do that. But I'll let my tribe do that, and they know how to do that legally. And yeah, I could have more. I could have had more support than your president does, but your president is not a man of God or a man of love. So if some of you rogue CIA, FBI, FED agents got a problem with me, I'm gonna tell you once again. Let's dig back into your code. You know your code books I'm talking about. Do I need to yeah, I am a different type of attorney. Do I need to break you down on your code of ethics? Were you serious when you took that code of ethics? So I should not. Oh wow. Did I hit on some tea? It's some rogue getting ready to fall today. Maybe you need to mind your goddamn business and get these motherfucking crooks and illegals off of me. You set them up. She knows too much. No, I know enough to know I'm minding my business. But you're not going to set me up like you don't think I learned from the good old days. And by the way, again, I say, J. Edgar Hoover had a little black in him, like Hitler had a little Jew in him. Y'all are confused. I'm not. And that makes you feel some kind of way. How dare this little darky girl be smarter than you? Oh, because we're the superior race. So you better tell that so-called wannabe Leo King to sit his ass down. Who's clowning who now? Not to say it was you, but you got taken. Well, you know what? That's what happens when karma comes around. You end up being smacked by the same shit you did to others. And you think now that God's going to have your back. Do you really know astrology as much as you think you do? Because the planets say, but now everybody wants to be an announcer. We're doing an announcer too. We're doing stuff too. We're doing cool Carolina Nights. We're being a DJ. Everything we can do better. All right. But I'm not monetized. And still I'm better. So back to that's what love will do. Love will stand. Love and truth stands on business and remind you, be careful of the people who are around you. It's sad to say that you have to look at your own family, but reminding you it's not your own family. I'm telling you, it's something about everybody got Tuskegee in 2019, 2020. Everybody got Tuskegee or tried to, if you know what I mean. And why is it that you can hear about the Tuskegee Airmen, but not the first the Black Rangers? How about that? How about that military? How about that government? Why do you hold a lot of the good black history back, like with my dad and my mom? But you want to set up your fake murals and your fake prophets for fun, and you want to shut me up? God says that's enough. You played and you did too much on a chosen one. We all chosen. We're not chosen for what? You got that snake ass hoe selling ass and selling trash, but she calls herself the chosen one, and you pay that bitch cash? All that shit's failing. All that shit's dropping out. All you bitches who are living in a box, you better sort it out for yourself. How many people got P Diddy and still getting P Diddy? And JC, I told you, don't Rock Nation me, bro. Do what you want to. You can have all these bitches and all these hoes, but what you won't do, honey, I'm not worried about your mama. Your mama worried about me, and I keep saying, why you bitches be coming in my dreams? And sir, not that one, the other one, not that one, the other one. What was the whole deal with putting your arms around, like walking? Here we go walking. It's always walking at night, walking with some shit's about to happen, walking around some water and stuff, and I'm feeling a presence behind me, and I'm seeing out the corner of my eye. Now, mind you, I was napping. I wasn't sleeping. I was napping. It was somewhere, for the lack of a better, it was somewhere between 10 and 11:30 at night. And so I kind of slow down to see. I'm aware of the presence. I'm like, I'm gonna slow down to see what's going on here. I'm gonna let it walk past. And they didn't walk past. They just put their arm around me. Like, why? Now you think it was that one, but it wasn't that one. But then later on, that one did that. And I will say this about that. I had a video, but I probably won't use it. Are you trying to kill yourself? I mean, I get it. Now maybe you say, well, I'm just doing what you do. No, 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 no. I'll be standing on truth. I'm not saying that you're not standing on truth, because you did sign those contracts, but I told you, people don't do rap battles anymore. And that's another reason why my parents like pulled me out. None of them, none of them, none of them. No, you will be nobody's shield. You'll be nobody's help. You will be none of that. But y'all don't want a rap battle anymore. You want a war. It's war. It's war going on. And I'm supposed to be that cat that's supposed to alchemize all this shit and try to hold people and try to hold. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Well, that's kind of a lie I do. But I got to rest. Honestly, I got to rest. But we show up every day. Salute to the medics and the chaplains. I rock with you. But are you trying to go out in the worst way? Are you like, I mean, I think it was brutally, I think it was odd that you called out everybody, okay? I mean, I boldly applaud you to that degree that you called each and every one of them out, and probably needed to too. But I don't know if those people got your back like you think they do. Like, what are we doing here? But you know what? If you're the industry boy, but reminding you the industry will do what it do. So, you're right. If you're gonna go out, you're gonna go out in a blaze of glory. So you sacrifice yourself. Well, I'd rather sacrifice myself than submit. I mean, okay, I guess. I don't know. Still was kind of mid. Me thinks you have the word nigga come out your mouth way too much too. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that and none of them. That is a full-fledged war. Media war, industry war in full view. I'm not even in it. Do whatever. Nobody can come for me for nothing. Oracle, I need don't. Now I'm gonna be evil aid. Don't bring me no bad news. I don't. You do. Y'all's moms did not do you, or maybe you didn't do yourself right. Anyway, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say for whatever this. I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, I just found it like there's no such thing as a synchronicity. So, okay, was this supposed to, was this putting your arm around me saying you got me, or were you trying to get some juice so you can come around and battle this? No, You think I'm talking about one and I'm talking about the other. But you know what? We'll see. I don't know. Or either it was one of those covert, I got your back. No, or is it I have your back, but I don't have nobody's back. I have my back and God has me. And you're not God and you're not God and you're not God. Don't you ever tell me to be humble and don't talk about legacy and loyalty unless you will loyal to me. I represent a real legacy, which gets back to Tommy Richmond, the $1 Million Baby, who kind of did the who did the was it the Panasonic commercial with the hair when you with the boom boxes blowing back and the changes and I said that with the but that was also another song too because you had changes with the time has come today, the Chambers Brothers. You all need to like look up the Chambers Brothers. Now those were some D-boats in the street. Ooh, child, the Chambers Brothers, they didn't get their money. Can you imagine if some of the people back in the day, if they were put on game the way I'm putting some of you on today, they would kill all of y'all. Literally. I mean, I think that's what's happening now, that their spirits are coming back and their spirits are sorting things out. Ancestors can come back. You say you believe in spirits, do you? You believe in God. You believe in this. You believe in the devil. Well, but you don't believe in spirits. Maybe they're angels. Maybe they're demons. I don't know. But you want to put a Nephilim after me? Like, do I look like I'm afraid of a Nephilim? I'm like, honey, please, who made the Nephilims? Fallen angels. You're a fallen angel too. We all are fallen angels. I'm not a fallen angel. You wanted me to be, but I'm not a fallen angel. I'm just me. Anyway, have a beautiful day. There will be no Satsung Sunday because this was it. I am really going to can I please have 2 days or 3 days off? Sure, ma'am, sir. Okay. Thank you. Confirmation. Okay. That's it. Oh yeah. You like what I do? You like my vibe? You like my vibe? Uh, 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 yeah, Soul School Cafe. Check out my Soul School Cafe. Mixcloud Podomatic. ValJones Soul School Cafe. Mixcloud Podomatic. I have books on BANDCAMP at ValJonesDaO. ValJonesDaO. BANDCAMP.o. Several books. And if you just want to donate, that would be great. Reciprocity goes a long way. Cashapp me at $ValJonesDaO or PayPal me at iamvaljones@gmail.com. There's nobody helping me with this. There's nobody getting money from me. There's nobody representing my brand but me. I work alone. So if anybody says I'm a representative, nobody, do I look like I need a representative? None of these hoes ain't representing me. And if anyone's trying to take money off of using my likeness and my name, bitch, you dead to me. You are dead on this very day. I said it and I meant what I said, okay? The planet alignments are really exact like that, okay? I'm just saying all my ancestors have come out to play. And I mean, I've got child, the Reaper is walking today. Or started walking last night. Well, I didn't already plead the blood of my lamb over me. And my daddy's got me right. Anytime I hear, I'm going to plead the blood of Jesus over you. I'd be careful about that if I were you. What's your intention? Because karma reads your intention, and God does too. Message. Till next time. Peace. Love you. Love yourself.